Look at that ceiling. Isn't the ceiling beautiful, y'all? And this beautiful bird sculpture here. This hotel is really nice. I'm loving it. Peace and blessings, collective. I'm coming to you guys because your girl done decided to just up and leave the United States. Spare the moment thing. 4 o'clock in the morning. Got my ticket to come to Mexico, and right now I am in Merida, Mexico. Now I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right because it's Merida. So it's about I was getting ready to lie to y'all, hold on. It's about an hour and a half drive away from Cancun, and it's a beautiful place. They consider it to be the capital here of Mexico, and I'm looking forward to stay here because there's so many different Mayan ruins here and things that are surrounding this area. And not too far from here is Chichen Itza, which is like a really popular site that happens at the spring equinox. And if you guys paid attention to the video that I did in the Virgo full moon, I was doing a lot of talking about me feeling like I needed to go within and feeling like, you know, I just needed to basically sit with myself and hear what I and my inner, you know, intuition and things like that were telling me. And so I did that, and during that time it was just kind of like, you know what, the spring is a time for rebirth. The spring is a time for new, you know, a new season and a new life that's being birthed forth in all of our lives. The pandemic has been a really difficult time for everybody, and it was like, you know what, I mean, I got the inspiration during the new moon to travel, and it was like, okay, let me look into the different travel arrangements. And before I know it, you know, a girlfriend of mine was telling me about a spring equinox event that they have here in Mexico, and I was like, count me in, sis. So sure enough, we looked it up. The flights were hella cheap. They were only $156 on Frontier. It was 4 hours straight from Philly to Cancun. I arrived here, and it's been beautiful ever since. I mean, Spirit is leading this trip, and so I'm not going to make this really long because I'm going to come back to you guys in a little bit and kind of be doing vlogs of my whole trip. So if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can kind of be kept up to date with all of those. But the point is, if you have not already, make sure that you check in with your higher self about what you need to be doing right now at this time. This is such a profound time in the cosmos. Things are changing, the world is changing, things are evolving, and this spring equinox that we are going through, and even the new moon that we just had in Pisces, was all about a new year. If you did not, make sure you go check it. I will link it above or down in the description box, so you would be able to go and look at that. But this new moon in Pisces that we just had was such a powerful one because it was really like the whole universe was getting a reset on the new year. You know, everybody focuses on the new year being in January, you know, and they get their New Year's resolutions together in December. And in that video, I talked a lot about, you know, actually reprogramming yourself to make your new year's resolutions and the things that you want to accomplish to be done during March instead of January, and to also think about like how you can pretty much move your life forward, you know, in a new way, and the things that you can develop in your life during that video. So if you have not, like I said, go check it out. And also, I just want to mention that the full moon is approaching on the 28th, and as you know, in the red tent, this is a big time, this is a major time, and I'm looking forward to this full moon energy that's coming with the 28th, because it's a full moon in Libra, and you know, we're in Aries season now, so it's packing a lot of thought-based energy. Nonetheless, I'm putting the energy of positivity and of newness and of abundance and of affirmations out into the universe at this time. Also, if you guys did not check it out, I did another video on the new moon that we just had in Pisces, talking about the power of scripting and of manifestation through scripting. And down in my manifestation journal, see, I told you guys that when I script, everything that I script about comes to fruition. But in that manifestation journal, one of my New Year's resolutions that I came up with for my new year in March and the spring equinox was for me to start my path of traveling and figuring out how I can bring healing and bring help of herbs and things like that to the women that are in the U.S. from other communities around the world. One of my biggest passions is to go down into the indigenous communities, sit with these women, learn from them, learn from their shamans, learn from their people who have been doing healings for centuries and centuries and centuries, and bring that healing back to the community of that is in the red tent, and of course my whole thing of wound healing. So I'm looking forward to this trip. I hope you guys will be staying tuned with me. This is such an exciting time because this is a place I've never been to. I have traveled to Jamaica, I have traveled to Mali, I have traveled to Senegal, I have traveled to Costa Rica, I have traveled to Panama, but I've never been to Mexico, and it's right across the border. And what I found out, for all of you who are worried about it, if you don't know, Mexico is actually a country that you can come into. Of course, you could drive here if you're in the United States, but you can come into without a COVID-19 shot and without a test, a negative test result. You can actually drive or fly or take the train into here in Graham, but then you can also get out of here by driving back across the border if you're like nervous about COVID-19 testing or, you know, them enforcing any kind of shots on you. This is a place that you could come and you don't have to worry about that. We're going to be talking about some yoni steaming later on in the week, because this is actually doula week, National Doula Week, where we giving honor and we're paying honor to doulas. And that's really important because, you know, that's something that I help women birth their babies and bring them into this realm. So that's exciting for me as a doula. But beyond just like, you know, birthing the babies and birthing new experiences and things like that, I was really thinking and asking the Most High in the universe, like, okay, how does all of this tie into, you know, I know I'm being led to go to Mexico, I know I'm hearing this, but how does all of this tie into what my passion is as far as birth and as womb healing? So we're going to get into that this evening once I get settled in the new hotel that I'll be traveling to, which is actually in Tulum. And Tulum is like a really, really powerful place. We're going to talk about all of those things tonight. Okay, so I just want to give you guys inspiration. I love you. I am happy that you're joining me here. I'm going to be coming back to you shortly with a bunch of different vlogs and things like that. Like I said, sharing this experience with you, but I just want to give you guys an update about where I am, you know, about what's going on that's new. And if you have not already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss these freaking videos I'm going to be bringing to you guys, because I'm hyped and I'm excited. All right, I love you guys. I want to say peace.